Hi, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday to you. It's Tuesday, April 14th. Hope you're having a great week so far. Hope you're having a great day, getting outside a little bit, enjoying some fresh air however you can. Maybe it's a walk around your neighborhood, a walk around your house. But hopefully you're all doing well. It's been so long since we've seen each other. It's been a month now, I believe, so it's been so long. I hope you're all doing well, and I miss you all. Just wanted to check in here and update you. I wanted to remind you, I wrote on an email to mom or dad or whoever's at home that we're going to have a Zoom conference call tomorrow, which means we'll all get to see each other. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully you are set up for Zoom on your iPad or on your smartphone or computer or whatever you have at home. So we'll get to talk. So you can start to think about maybe what you want to tell everybody, what you've been up to for these past few weeks. We'll just keep it fun and keep it a nice conversation. But today, it's Tuesday, so if you're following the lesson plans, yesterday you would have learned our new vocabulary words and done some vocabulary match. So before tomorrow's lesson, where you do the context worksheet, I'm just going to review our vocabulary words, remind you of their meanings, and put them in context for you. So this was the sheet that you should have seen yesterday on the plans with our vocabulary words. And I'll just go over them. I wrote them down on my sheet, on my whiteboard again right here, and I'll put some color on these. And when I say that, when you put color on it, you sort of bring it to life. And so yeah, these are our vocabulary words. So the first word is curious. Say it, curious. When you are curious, you want to know about something. So you might be curious about what's in a certain drawer or what's behind a door. You might be curious, so you might want to know more about it. If you have a question, you might ask mom and dad. You're curious about how something works, or grandma or grandpap, whoever's at home. Next word is distance. Distance is, so distant, I think there's a little bit of a typo on these vocabulary words now that I look at it. So distant is a place or something that's far away. Distance is sort of the amount of space between one way or another. So I think there's a little bit of confusion on the vocabulary sheet, so I apologize. But if it's in the form, they're both from the same word family: distant, distance, distant. So when you say distant, that means I have a distant cousin who lives in Texas. But if you say distance, my house, Mrs. Tarquinio's house, is the distance between my house and your house is about 20 miles. So that's how far we are from one another. Number 3, earth resources. Say it, earth resources. So those are useful things that come from our planet, come from the land, come from the water. So the resources from our land, there are trees that are earth resources. We get oxygen from them, and sometimes we get food from them. From the water that we drink comes from the water once it's properly filtered, but there are fish in the water. So just the food chain of how we eat comes from the land and from the water. And even when you're talking about gas that comes from the earth is what we use for some of the things in our daily lives. So those are earth resources. They're natural things. Okay, number 4, enormous. Say it. Enormous. So when something is enormous, it's very large. You might go to the zoo and say, look at that enormous elephant, or look at that enormous giraffe. And those are how you might explain enormous. And that's not just big. Enormous really shows how big something is, that it is very large. Number 5, gently. Say it. Gently. So gently is when you do something in a kind way, a soft way, usually a calm way. When you think of gently, think of how you might pet a puppy. So your mom might say, make sure that you pet that puppy gently. Or if you're around a neighbor's new baby, okay, you might have your guardian say, make sure that you are very gentle with that baby. Make sure that you hold them very gently. Okay, number 6, proudly. Proudly is when somebody shows that they are pleased with somebody. So I used to proudly display your spelling tests in the back of the room because I was very proud of how you did on that spelling test. So I proudly hung your spelling papers. Your somebody at home is probably proudly says you did a great job when you got a good score on a test or when you scored a goal. So coaches are proud of you, parents are proud of you, teachers are proud of you, and when we say something, we proudly say it, that you did a great job. Number 7, rarely. Rarely means not often. So you might say, I rarely go to the zoo. My family, we might go to the zoo once a year. So that's rare, something that you do once a year, once every couple years, even once every couple months is something that you do rarely. So again, going to the zoo or going to vacation, okay? We rarely go on vacation, maybe once a year if we're lucky. Okay, number 8, supply, say it. Supply. Supply is an amount of something that is needed. So we needed a supply of pencils to get through our school day. We needed a supply of iPads for some of our students to make sure we got on the roll with this remote learning. You might have a supply of paper towels at your house. So a supply is an amount of something that you need, and usually it's that word is used in the context of having a lot of that thing. Okay, so those are the vocabulary words this week, and hopefully you have already gotten to the vocabulary match that was assigned yesterday, and on the lesson plans tomorrow for Wednesday. You will see vocabulary context, and make sure that you're doing that on the Microsoft form. You have to click on that and fill it out and turn it in to me. All right, any questions, always let me know. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow, actually. See you tomorrow at 1:30, Zoom call. Be there.